from Channel 00 Chico, the Breakroom begins its nightly broadcast. Channel offered me a raise if I spoke a second language. I told him I did. I talk shit. And I'm still working on Pig Latin.
Merry Christmas, I don't want to fight tonight with.
Hello, welcome to the program. I'm your host, Marty, and you are in the Breakroom. On this particular episode, we'll be looking at a handful of Christmas songs that have become successful over the year. We're going to take a look at how these maybe songs got started, how they did as far as charting on the Billboard Hot 100, and a couple of stories afterwards. Our first song is going to be by a young 12-year-old Puerto Rican boy from New Jersey. Now, this song is kind of interesting. It's the first song that I ever learned the lyrics to that was not solely in English. You know, there are some words in this song were Spanish, and this is what I remember about the most. It's one of my favorite songs when I was growing up. Now, this young man was a singer and actor. He had done a couple of songs before this, but nothing like the song he's did at Christmas time. And after he got the success of this song, he started appearing in Broadway musicals. I know he was in the musical Jamaica with Ricardo Montalban and Lena Horne. He was one of the stars of that musical and a couple others. As he grew older in the 60s, he started his own little pop band. And again, he was quite successful. Here is Augie Rios with Donde Está Santa Claus?
Mamacita, ¿dónde está Santa Claus? ¿Dónde está Santa Claus? And the toys that he will leave. Mamacita, oh, where is Santa Claus? I look for him because it's Christmas Eve. I know that I should be sleeping, but maybe he's not far away. So out of the window I'm peeping, hoping to see him in his sleigh. I hope he won't forget to crack his castanets and to his reindeer say, "Oh Pancho, oh Vixen, oh Pedro, oh Blitzen, ole, ole, ole."
So sit back, relax, fire up a colortini, and watch the pictures as they fly through the air. We'll be right back.
Cops caught a serial animal killer in my neighborhood. Yeah, apparently the guy was stuck on how to advance to people.
Welcome back. Now, our second song, actually, right? Our second song is a song that actually started out as a story in a pamphlet. The good folks at Montgomery Ward's, during Christmas season 1939, they had one of their writers create a Christmas story, and they could make it into a pamphlet and hand it out to the shoppers free of charge. Well, that's what they ended up doing. And the song they came up with was the name of this, the story they came up was the name of this song. And it did really well for them for many years. And the thing was, the writer of this song, the guy who wrote the story, his brother-in-law was a songwriter by the name of Johnny Marks. And Johnny took this idea and made it into a song. He thought this has everything you need to make a song. And in 1949, he started kind of shopping it around, this song he had created. He showed it to Bing Crosby. He showed it to Dinah Shore. He showed it to somebody else. I can't remember exactly. Perry Como. And none of them liked it. So then he took the song over to Gene Autry, the singing cowboy. Now, 2 years before this, in 1947, Gene had a hit with a song called Here Comes Santa Claus. And he was looking for a song to kind of keep that momentum going during the holiday season. And this song was presented to him, and he didn't like it. He thought it was silly. He didn't mind Santa Claus coming to town because everybody kind of knew Santa Claus, but this new character in this song was, he was a country singer. He wasn't going to sing some weird song, but his wife loved it. Ina said, "This is a great song, you need to do it." So sure enough, in the summer of 1949, at the end of a recording session, Gene said to his producer, let's try that Christmas song that my wife wants to do. And they only did it in one take. That's all they needed. Here's that song on the Ed Sullivan Show. Gene Autry doing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Now look, we got to sing this thing real loud in order to have a lot of fun. So come on then, sing real loud, just as loud as we can. We'll have a lot of fun, okay? Here we go. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. That's it. Had a shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join in any reindeer game. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you hide my sleigh tonight? And how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you go down in history.
Now this wasn't the only song that the songwriter Johnny Marks had written that became successful. I think in 1960 he wrote a song that Brenda Lee took and was real successful with, which of course is Rocking Around the Christmas Tree. And then in 64 he wrote a song that Burl Ives did called Holly Jolly Christmas, Johnny Marks. Next song we're going to take a look at is from 1950. Actually it's from 51. Anyhow, Paramount Pictures is filming a movie called The Lemon Drop Kid. And even though this movie is not about Christmas, they need a little Christmas song to go in one scene during the movie. And they don't want to pay copyrights to other songs. So they have two of their songwriters they know create this little Christmas song to put in this little throwaway scene. And the songwriters create a song called Tinkle Bells. And one of the songwriters' wife says, don't you know what tinkle means? And they realize, oh shoot, so they had to change the name. Now, this song, like I said, it's not a complete song. It's just kind of a little ditty of a song. But the word kind of gets out, this is a possibility. So in late 1950, Bing Crosby records a version with Carol Richards. And this song does really well at Christmas during 1950. Paramount Studios finds out about it and says, let's go back in and reshoot the scene with this song, and we'll kind of lengthen it and we'll make it a bigger scene because we got kind of a hot property here in this song from this movie. And so what we're going to take a look at is that scene that was reshot in late 1950. At the beginning of the scene we have William Frawley, an actor who's known as Fred Mertz from I Love Lucy, singing the song kind of crudely, which I thought was kind of funny. And then of course it turns into the two people that actually sing the song in the movie, Bob Hope and Marilyn Maxwell. Now this song does really well, and the movie doesn't come out until 1951, but they have a big hit with Silver Bells.
Let's put some dough in the kitty. Chunk it in, or Sandy will give you a Mickey. Silver bells, silver bells. Oh, hi, kid. Hello, Brandy.
Hello, Gloomy.
Wait a minute. You don't have to frisk me. I ain't holding out on you. Them shoppers just ain't breaking loose with the Geetus, that's all.
Well, no wonder they ain't chunking it in the way you're growling at them. Delicate.
Silver bells, silver bells, it's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring, soon it will be Christmas Day. across busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air there's a feeling of Christmas.
Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile, and on every street corner you hear silver bells.
Next song is from 1952, and it's done by a 13-year-old actor, musician, singer, who's done a few songs, but nothing like this one. Now, this song is kind of unique because it's banned by the Catholic Church in Boston. Actually, the bishop of the archdiocese says this song is bad. It promotes promiscuity. He believes that a couple of the characters are screwing around with each other. And, of course, it takes a while for somebody to kind of shake him and go, no, you don't understand that, the person in this song isn't some other guy this girl's messing around with. It's her husband, dressed as Santa Claus. Anyhow, here is a 1952 song by Jimmy Boyd on The Ed Sullivan Show, I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus.
I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night. She didn't see me creep down the stairs to have a peep. She thought that I was tucked up in my bedroom fast asleep. Then I saw Mommy tickle Santa Claus underneath his beard so snowy white. Oh, what a laugh it would have been if Daddy had only seen Mommy kissing Santa Claus last night.
This kind of starts out Jimmy's career pretty much. In the late 50s, he's in a couple of sitcoms. And of course, in the 60s, he's kind of like one of those new Hollywood actors. He's kind of the new thing. He actually marries a young lady in I think 59 by the name of Yvonne Craig, who's an actress, and some of you might recognize her from the Batman TV series. In 1960s, he gets drafted, and of course his marriage is over by 1962. But again, for a while, Jimmy Boyd was having a pretty good shot at it. Our last song is from 1963, and this song had a second life like 2 decades later. In 1963, Phil Spector records a Christmas album called A Gift for You. And on this album, he's taken like all the singers that he has in his little stable, like the Crystals, he has the Ronettes, he has Bobby Sox and the Blue Jeans, all these different singers. And this album is primarily full of cover songs, Christmas songs that everyone knows, except for one song that's written. And Phil hopes that Ronnie Spector is going to sing this song. And when he has her, sing it, she doesn't sound very well. So what he does is he actually gets one of the singers for the band, The Blossoms, Darlene Love, and he lets her sing it, and she sounds really good. So it's her version that appears on this album. Now, this album comes out in November 22nd, 1963. And for those of you who don't know, that is the same day that President Kennedy is assassinated. And nobody in America is buying albums. So even though the album comes out, it doesn't do very well. Eventually it's pulled from the shelves and kind of like disappears. This song is gone for 2 decades. Fast forward to 1986, and of all people, late night talk show host David Letterman hears this song and asks the band leader on his show, Paul Schaefer, I love that song, that Christmas song. And Paul says, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. And Dave says, well, can we get her to come on the show and do that? So sure enough, in 1986, this singer comes on the show to do it. Now, interesting thing about this song, from 1994 to 2014, she appeared every holiday season on the Letterman show, whether he was at CBS or NBC, and did a version of this song. And the funny thing is, every year it got more elaborate. I mean, at the end, they had like, I don't know, like 15 people in the band and, you know, a whole chorus choir behind her. And every year it got bigger and bigger. But the version we're going to take a look at is the first year that this song appeared on the David Letterman show. And the band behind her is, of course, Paul Schaefer and the World's Most Dangerous Band, which is only 4 people. And I like this version just fine. Here is Darling Love with Christmas, Baby Please Come Home. That's going to about do it for us here on the Break Room. We want to thank all of you for watching the Break Room. We want you to make sure you tune in next time. We want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And before we go, I just want to say, and so this is Christmas. And what have you done? Another year over and a new one just begun. We'll see you next time.
You know, we all should have seen this coming at the 1976 Olympics when Bruce Jenner asked that his medal be made into an ankle bracelet.